Good morning, Magic Tribe. Welcome to I believe this is our 10th SoulCast Sunday. I hope you all are doing as amazing as I am. Today's been unexplainably energetic Sunday. So we're going to dive into the cards and see what's shifting. Personally, I think it's just this upcoming full moon on 12/12. And if you're on the East Coast, it's at 12:12 a.m. on 12/12. And this could get interesting. Good morning, husband, and good morning, Ronnie and Angelfish. I'm not sure which deck we're going to start out with yet, but I kind of want to dive into this whole 12/12 thing a little bit more. It's also going to be a full moon in Gemini. This is going to be closing out a cycle that's been going on for the last 37 years. So, for me, this started when I was about 2 years old, when my parents separated for the first time. My sister was born. Now, at 39, my parents are again separated, but it's because, they never got back together, for one. My dad's in Portland, as last I know, and my mother passed in 2015. Weirdly, I feel she's closer now that she's transitioned than when she was in this life, which is kind of weird. And so, see, there's a lot of us right here in this whole 5-year window right now that are closing out some really huge cycles, and a lot of us have some really huge parallels in our life that I'm sure, as you're collecting little tidbits of information about each other, you're seeing the correlations, right? You see the soul links. Those are us reestablishing those pieces in ourselves by recognizing them in someone else. And it's kind of weird sometimes when you realize that, well, everyone you meet really is for a reason, including the lessons, right? And it makes it a lot easier to sit back, take a deep breath, and, well, thank the assholes in your life for helping in your awakening process. Hello, Michelle. I don't think I missed anybody else. And as we do that, right? And we're all kind of working through these issues with our parents, and as parents too, as well, because we're recognizing those pieces in ourselves as we hit this point. And that part of that is because we're going to be stepping into a new 37-year cycle. There's a lot of planets shifting, and some of them haven't shifted together for over 800 years. So, it's kind of up in the air about what's really going to happen. But at least in physicality. But I can damn well tell you what's going to be happening inside all of us, because most of us have already started doing that. And that's just the awakening of being self-aware, realizing where you're the one being toxic, sometimes forcefully, and acknowledging those parts of yourself too as well. And then once you do, well, you kind of stop seeing them outside of yourself. because that lesson doesn't need to be learned anymore, and then you get a new one. The nice part is well, they're getting nicer and nicer. We're working through the patterns, and we're getting to the point now where we can acknowledge, yeah, I really didn't need to suffer as much as I did. I could have actually got up and walked away at any time. And I still can, if that's where you are now. Right? I think all of us have stories we could tell about when we hit our rock bottom. I'd like to say for me it was when my mom died, but it really wasn't. It was a year earlier, when I finally realized that the marriage I had saddled myself with was the wrong one, and I needed to make some really hard choices, and ended up homeless with my kids because of it. But to be honest, that was probably one of the best years of our lives, us relearning how to be a family together without that toxicity. Now it means, unfortunately, that my youngest daughter is in Utah for most of the year. But when she is here, we can focus on each other still without the toxicity, And that was kind of the trade I had to make for my own sanity, was, letting him move 3 states away with our daughter. To be honest, I was really just making it so that we had an extremely safe distance between us so that I wouldn't become a target again. And sometimes we have to do that when we're in narcissistic relationships. This is something I don't bring up a lot either. But no matter how bad it looks for you right now, in 5 years, you could be somewhere completely different. As soon as I made that decision for myself, within the year, I had reunited with my high school sweetheart, and we are now blissfully married and getting ready to start probably one of the biggest adventures of our life. Now, as we're stepping into our 5th year of being back together. 5 years really can change everything. So, don't give up. Keep swimming, little fish. So, how about we pull some cards from Neil Donald Walsh? That's where my divine inspiration is going right now. And we got jumpers already. Boy, the divine loves this reminder lately. Although I can't say I'm sad about it. Your life is always a result of your thoughts about it, including your obviously creative thought that you seldom get what you choose. We always have a choice, no matter what it looks like. Ooh, okay. I have 3 here. I'm going to do the top one first and then these 2, okay? So here is our next one. I love this one. And it says, I understand your fatigue. I know you're tired of the struggle, yet I tell you this. When you follow me, the struggle disappears. Live in your God space, and the events become blessings, one and all. Because I'll tell you something. Now, 5 years later, I can literally look back and actually thank my ex-husband for teaching me all the lessons that I needed to learn in the most quick way possible freeing the way for me to have a solid relationship now with my current husband. So there is a benefit to getting all the mistakes out of the way really fast. Perspective. Okay, we're going to do bottom and then top with this one, okay? Love it. Your potential is unlimited in all that you've chosen to do. Do not assume that a soul which is incarnated in a body which you call limited has not reached its full potential, for you do not know what that soul was trying to do. Sometimes I think the assholes have the harder job, right? Because here we are, really the embodiment of love. Imagine how awful that disconnection is. When you look at where you are right now and how you feel, and say how you felt, I don't know, a year ago, 6 months ago, 6 years ago. Check back to those places. Where were you then? Where are you now? Because your mind is right now filled with old thoughts. Not only old thoughts, but mostly someone else's old thoughts. It's important now. It's time now to change your mind about some things. This is what evolution is all about. Right? Ooh. Okay. Spirit's on one today. Here we go. Bottom of the deck. My purpose in creating you, my spiritual offspring, was for me to know myself as God. I have no way to do that save through you. Thus it can be said, and has been many times, that my purpose for you is that you should know yourself as me. You are what you seek. You just have to allow it. What if life is really about learning how to allow yourself to be who and what you are and what you want to be, instead of what everybody tells you you should be? I think should and can't are probably the dirtiest words in the English language. Let's do our very best to abolish those two. And also the excuse of, I tried. Because we all know you either do it or you don't in 2020. And let's see how much faster we can shift. Okay, let's switch to the universe has your back. I'm gonna drink really quick. Oh, these two. Okay. I honor how I want to feel. Okay. How do you want to feel right now? Safe, loved, and protected, right? My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. The question is, what are you having faith in? Yes, Michelle. We've all been shit upon enough. We definitely had that conversation the other day, didn't we? So, what are we going to do? Whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. How are we going to do it? Oh, by holding the card upside right. And then when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Right? So, the song Love Is All There Is blaring through my head on loudspeaker right now. It's not the fact that we have to not acknowledge the negative. We just have to not dwell there. We have to say, okay, yes, right now the situation sort of sucks, but I always have faith it's going to get better. And then immediately you just feel that giant spiritual hug that you need energetically. When you acknowledge the fact that just because something's happening, it doesn't mean you have to react to it that way. It's kind of freeing, actually. So, the Father of Pentacles. Father of Decision. Security. The one who always asks you if we have enough money. Did you make sure to pull out some extra? And the Three of Cups. But it's trumping this 8. So, I think this is really where our choice is, right? We can continue to focus on these broken cups over here, or we can acknowledge the fact the sun is always going to rise tomorrow with full cups. Bottom of the deck. Son of Cups. Ooh, I love this one. It is the acknowledgement that, well, the cup refills itself. Right? So, let's go Sacred Traveler. I'll read one out of the book. This is the Sacred Traveler Oracle by Denise Lynn. Ooh. Desert Passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Step 1. Step 2. Break trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Magic trial. Get in the flow. Funny. What time of year does this picture portray? Everything is smooth sailing, my friends. Whoop. We have a jumper. Taking shelter. So, the answers are within, my friends. We know this, right? Go within or go without. It cannot be more plainly said. Acknowledge this is a wondrous universe. Walk in beauty. That's all you should be acknowledging around you. Stop looking at this shit that's fucked up. Turn around, look at the sunset instead. And our last two. Ground it out. Go deep and explore your roots, my friends. Remember, you are full of courage, so take action with passion. And here's our card. So, the Sacred Traveler Oracle says, this isn't the time to be timid or hold back, Magic Tribe. Gather your inner resources and go forward gallantly with your banner of truth waving in the wind. Throw your shoulders back and move forward fearlessly. Take risks. It's okay to feel afraid, just don't let it stop you. Don't play safe. Opportunities will pass you by otherwise. Speak up for yourself, honor your truth. You are a light bearer for others. And through your example, people find and act on their truth with courage and grace. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know sometimes the Sacred Traveler experiences the unexpected on the road. Perhaps a bear appears or someone with less than pure intentions emerges from the woods. Courage doesn't mean that you're not afraid. It means that in spite of fear and hesitation, you take action. Face your anxiety and go beyond the boundaries of limited perceptions of yourself. Any journey of the heart needs courage, and you are on such a journey. It takes bravery to go forward when you can't see around the next corner, but do it anyway. Do not allow yourself to be limited by the beliefs of others or even your own limiting beliefs. Go beyond boundaries of self-imposed barriers. Live passionately, valiantly, and courageously. And there you have it. So, bottom of the deck. Hello, travelers. Support is all around you. And all you have to fucking do is say yes. Stop turning it aside and saying, no, it's for someone else. Someone else needs it more than me. You fucking grab it with both goddamn hands and you take it. You say thank you, universe, for bringing me exactly what I needed. Because what? We know what? All our wants and needs are met above and beyond our greatest expectations, always, in all ways. And everything is always working out for us. Right? So, take courage, my friends. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. What you haven't realized is it's you. So find your way back to yourself. I don't care how deep you have to go. No, you will find your way back out. but you'll be stronger and a lot shinier. Let's close this out with a few cards from the Affirmators deck, shall we? Let's get one from the family deck. Patience, my friends. So, patience is one of our virtues, whether we realize it or not. And we call on it now to soothe our nerves and bolster our stamina. And when a trigger arises, we will smile at how unaffected we are, because we are about to display such a magnitude of patience. Not even our in-laws will recognize us. But if they do, we have a backup pirate costume in the closet. From the Love and Relationships deck, we get perfect match. Congratulations, Magic Tribe. You've gotten your and everyone else's wish. This is an auspicious sign that a healthy, authentic relationship is either here or on its way. This is the sort of relationship where you don't have to compromise, settle, sell out, or otherwise be a non-you. This is a relationship anchored in truth and love that neither party will have to hide their farts from. Smells like a special duo, right? And we'll get to the bottom of the deck because that was a bonus card. And it's receiving. So, we open up and allow ourselves to receive love in all ways, from all directions. It may seem scary, but it's better than receiving audits, bed bugs, and hate mail. We are going to now receive love, and it feels so good that we decided to receive it some more, and then some more, and maybe just a wee bit more, because we know what we focus on will grow, right? Shit just gets deeper and deeper. At least it's the good kind. All right. See if we can ramp this love up anymore. Oh my goodness. Okay. Drop all the cards. There we go. Okay, we got two out of the black deck. Vitality. And a bonus. Sanctuary. What's on the bottom of the deck, too? Clarity. I like it. All right, so Vitality says, we are healthy and vital and strong. Our radiant love of life fills us with healthy, vital, and strong cells, and each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. Right? I dare you to try and penetrate our cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. How cute are these guys? Whoever drew these had a blast, I'm sure. Clarity says, stopping to listen to our inner self, we can easily separate our intuition from our mental chatter. The clarity of our intuition is a sweet and simple fruit that tastes familiar. And the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that we're going to peel off and chuck in the garbage. Right? You can acknowledge it's there, but you don't have to fucking hang on to it. Keep sniffing it. So, Sanctuary says, good for you, Magic Tribe. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip. Or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath. Or maybe you tripped and fell in someone's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favorite sanctuary and unplug for a bit. With or without the bath, it doesn't matter. All we need to do is stop focusing on all the things that drive us insane and instead focus on the things that drive you insane in good ways. Right? What you focus on will grow. So stop focusing on the shit on your shoe. Take your shoe off. Throw it in the trash and buy a new shoe. There is no lack, right? Or, weirdly, you'll realize you have another pair of shoes that you forgot about. Then you'll be forced to wear them as you're clearing out the clutter in your life. Maybe you'll remember a pair of shoes that you forgot about from 6 years ago that have been buried in the back of your closet. And you'll finally put them on and they'll be your new favorite pair of shoes. Figuratively speaking, for the next 37 years. So, are you going to choose to live in the illusion of fear and perpetuate old cycles? Or are you going to step it up? Realize you have probably already conquered your old family demons and it's time to move on to something new. Realizing you're happy and joy-filled, safe, loved, protected, and all your wants and needs are met above and beyond your greatest expectations, as long as you can stay the fuck out of your own way. And we'll just keep repeating this every day until we all get it. And see what happens. Call it a big, giant social science experiment that we all got to go on together. So, I feel like I need to pull one more card. So let's close this out with a Nature's Whisper oracle. Oh my goodness. Not half of the deck. One card, please. There it is. Ooh. Be in service, my friends. The 41 card. I don't know if we've ever got this card. But we're going to read it now. All right. Here's our mission for this week. Hold the card the right way. There we go. Oh, that's cute. 41 says, be in service. Give back to the world. When we give in equal proportion to that which we receive, we are able to maintain balance. There are so many people who are in need of your services. Being in service can be as simple as a kind word, holding a door open, or joining in a cleanup effort. Look to nature and its ability to support according to what is needed at that time. Your efforts in supporting others around you will help to create the energy needed to support humanity. Right? And it's the 41. And 4 plus 1 is 5. The number of change. Right? We are the change agents. What we allow will grow. So, what are you going to break out of the habit of this week? And what are you going to pick up anew? So, it is the 12th month. The next full moon is on the 12th day. And if you're on the East Coast, at least, going to be at the 12th hour, well, yeah, midnight, or 12 minutes past midnight. So It's going to be on 12/12 at 12/12, the 12th month. So, those of you with the number 3s prominent in your numerology are also going to be closing out some pretty huge cycles as well. 37 is the number of completion. It adds up to a 10, right? So we are completing a lot of things so that we can make room for what is new coming in. So make room with joy. Realize anything that's moving away from you is moving away from you because it can no longer vibrate at your level. So congratulations on leveling up. Look at it that way instead. And realize that whoever has moved out or whatever has moved out only did it to make room for something better. And we just have to have the patience and, well, the knowledge to pay attention to the signs around us and follow where we're being led. There are signs and synchronicities everywhere. Stop brushing them off as coincidence. So that person that you keep running into, talk to them. They probably have a message for you. Doesn't matter if you know them or not. There's going to be something there. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep appearing in your reality, right? The universe sends you nothing but angels. So, be good. Be good to yourselves. But most of all, be good to each other. And receive the love that you give. Stop turning it away and showing the universe that you want to continue on a 3D path. This is about leveling up and becoming self-aware. I love you all. I will see you on Tuesday when we are back with our next dose of tarot and truth. Thank you for joining me yet again for this 10th episode of our SoulCast Sundays. And I can't wait to see you again next week when we dive a little bit deeper. I love you all beyond measure. Go out and spread it around. And be good.